Welcome to the last installment of PLC II for the semester. This will be a fairly quick session, I think, because what I want to do is clear up some confusion from some emails that I received, and not necessarily from this section. I teach another section of this, so I just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page with what's actually due for this class and where you can find the stuff. And then we'll talk just a little bit about this. It's called the summative assessment in the modules. It's a personal assessment. It's not a test per se. It's a personal assessment. You took an earlier version of it before all the madness happened. So because we collect data for this course, we'll kind of keep that going, and I'll show you where to get that if you don't already know. And I'll kind of walk you through the general expectations for that. And then the rest of this time period will be time for you to kind of get that final assessment done. So that's the general plan for the day. Let me share my screen with you here. And in the PLC II site, just to make sure that we know what stuff is actually needs to be done. So some of you still have out the analyzing instruction protocols. So if you remember, you watched the video on Antonetti's cube, and the front part of the cube is Schlechte's 8 engaging qualities. Well, there are observations that you're on the hook for each of those engaging qualities, and we've done them in 4 installments. So through online week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5, you'll be analyzing instruction for 2 of those levels on that particular cube. Something that people have been confused on, and I will fix this for the next installment of the class, if we choose to do it this way again. And hopefully we can actually meet face-to-face and it's all a moot point in that way. But the organizer to record all of the information is found only in the week 2 module. So in the analyzing instruction for personal response and clear model expectations, this graphic organizer, you actually use that for each of the 4 different sessions that you do. And here are the videos that you use as well. You can go out and find your own video if you would like, but there are videos that we've set up here for you. So within these 3 videos, one of them is a high school example, one's a middle school example, one's an elementary school example. And within this protocol, the expectation is that you would do that for all of the analyzing instruction assignments. And if you have other questions about that, you can email me. And at the end of this session, I'll give you my cell phone number so you can text me too if you need quicker answers. So, the final thing that you guys are on the hook for then this semester is this thing called a summative assessment. It's online week 6. That's the module there. Click on that, and eventually, let me stop sharing here and reshare. You get to a document that looks like this. This is, you filled out a similar document to this earlier in the semester before everything kind of went a little haywire. And again, because we collect data on this class, we ask you to rate your own progress on some of these competencies that we set out for this class. Now, usually this class is predicated on actual face-to-face meetings and groupings with people. Obviously, over the last 6 weeks, that hasn't happened. So essentially, do this, turn it in, and you're going to be in good shape. The only thing that I would ask is if you really feel like in this time of coronavirus and all that sort of thing that you're in the top bracket here, I would like you to reflect on why you think you're there. Otherwise, you can just put where you feel you are on this bracket and kind of be done with that. But this talks about participating in collaborative learning opportunities, developing rapport, practicing norms and procedures, participating in exhibiting dispositions necessary for collaboration. Do the best you can with this. I know that the way that we've done this format hasn't exactly lended itself to a lot of collaboration on your behalf. So do the best that you can with it. That's the final assessment for the course. So I think I made the due date for that May 4th. The other things theoretically have already come due. But what I would say is this: I don't have to turn in grades until May 11th, the morning of. So if something was to befall you, or if there's things that pop up in your life or all that sort of thing, it's just a weird time, I can accept things up to May 10th. That probably wouldn't be a problem for me. And that would include this class. The stuff for this class is not hard, but if you happen to be with me for the curriculum instruction class 2, those would be dates that I'd be okay with. So any questions about that or anything that we've done over the course of the time together here? No? Okay. Well, if you do have questions that you want to ask me individually, I'll hang out after everybody else leaves for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now and just say,